and welcome back to Glitter Budget with your hosts, Ann Jeanette.
And Jess?
And in today's episode, we are actually this time for realsies concluding the Christmas Jesus, movies.
That has Christmas music in it.
It does have Christmas music in it. Would you look at that?
I think we made the mistake again of not looking at the calendar and realizing that there are 5 Wednesdays in the month of December.
Yes.
One day we'll learn. Probably not, but
I know. I think that we'll probably just assume that all of the months have 4, and then we'll be like, fuck! Last minute. And then we'll be like, yeah, I got you again, guys. We're back for one more. So, yes, Christmas has technically passed, but we wanted to end with another animated special, which is the 1965 Charlie Brown Christmas. Also very short. It's like 25 minutes long.
Yep.
But I think most people I know anyway, grew up with this.
I feel like if you didn't grow up with it, you at least know some of the references, like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
This little pew. Anyway, so this was directed by Bill Melendez, written by Charles Schulz, Schulz, not Schultz, Schulz. It's a very common
I would
mistake.
make them, yeah.
Anyway, so Charles Schulz, he wrote the original Peanuts comic strip. And all of the voices are uncredited, and they are done by actual children.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Just like, kids don't need credit for this. Fuck them. They don't know any better.
Yeah. But that was kind of like a something that wasn't done, especially back in the 60s, was like you didn't use you always used a laugh track, which this special did not have.
Yeah.
They normally used adults to play children's voices.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They used actual children. And they used biblical references, which
They
was
sure did.
sure did. But despite that, it's still like
It's
I
still
think
good.
it's still a lovely little special, but it broke a lot of rules for the time.
They did. I know. That was funny though. Like, I guess because they used I can't talk today.
I don't think it's different from any other day, but I can't talk.
Because they used children's as voice actors. I know, like, some of them were having issues reading their lines.
Yes, the Kathy Steinberg, she did the voice of Sally Brown. Could not read at the time.
Oh,
And had to be fed her lines word by word or syllables by syllables. That's why a lot of her, I think her one line in particular is like very just like disjointed, because she had to be fed her line.
poor kid.
It's kind of cute though.
I'm sure the adults making it, they were like, "Come on!"
Yeah,
That was funny though, because like this was not a thought out, planned movie. And then I guess like the results of it, CBS was just like, I fucking hate this and I don't want to air it. But being that it's done the week before airtime, we've already like dedicated a slot to it. And, I think Coca-Cola sponsored it and all this other shit. They were like, well, I guess we're just going to eat this one and it's going to suck.
Yeah. And then it turned around, it aired, and like people fucking loved it. And they're like,
We knew that. We knew that all
yeah,
along.
that was
Yes.
fucking planned. But there, a guy named John Allen who worked for Coca-Cola called up Lee Mendelson, he was like a co-director with Bill Melendez, and he was like, are you guys planning on doing any kind of like Christmas special for Charlie Brown? And Lee was like, of course, yeah, we've
Been
we
planning this all year.
And he's like, all right, so get it to me in 4 days. We're like, so he hung up the phone with that guy, called up Charles Schulz, and was like, hey, I just sold a Charlie Brown Christmas. And Charles Schulz was like, what?
You did what now?
And he's like, oh, that's the thing that we're going to work on this weekend. And then they came up with a Charlie Brown Christmas, and the rest is kind of history. But it was like the music, the jazz music that was throughout it, which was the Vince Guaraldi Trio, which I think it's the best. I love this soundtrack for this movie.
It's cute.
It's very, it's jazz. So it's like easy listening, kind of whatever. And the song Christmas Time Is Here, I think that was Bill Mendelssohn's son and his, at that point, like 6th grade class
Yeah.
singing the song. But the whole soundtrack is gold. But using jazz for a Christmas movie, that it was just like unheard of before. They were like, it just doesn't work. But it did.
It did. No, it absolutely did. Like, I can't. I mean, obviously, like, we've seen it so many times. It's a classic, but I can't imagine any other soundtrack going with it.
Yeah. I just, no. It would be blasphemy.
I don't know. It's so cute though. Like you said, I think that and is it The Great Pumpkin
Yes.
is also like a cute classic.
Yeah, they did like a lot of holiday specials for the time. Like they did, they have a Thanksgiving one, they have the Halloween one, and then this one. And I think there've been other anime. They had another Christmas one that they did because, when they aired this special, like I said, it's only 25 minutes, but they kept on airing it during different times in different like truncated, like edited versions, and people were
Yeah.
like complaining. They're like, "Hey, fucking stop it! It's only 25 minutes." And then they're like, "Okay, well now we're gonna put this in an hour time slot," and they put in another Christmas special that was Charlie Brown related, so they could get like they
Full
could put in
hour.
other advertising stuff in general, and then
It's all about the sponsors.
it is. They actually had to cut out, like when they sent it to VHS and everything. I think they took out all the Coca-Cola stuff.
Yeah. They sure did. I don't. I mean, because after a while, like, I don't think Coca-Cola obviously didn't sponsor it forever.
No, but it just funny thinking of it, like having all this Coca-Cola
Yeah.
like stuff in Charlie Brown's world. You're like, just weird.
It's weird, but I think they sponsored things so differently back then.
Oh yeah, that like I think that's how advertising kind of used to be. It wasn't just like if you see ad placement in like shows now, where what show were we watching? We would watch oh my god, what the fuck was it?
I don't know. You watch a lot
White
of shit.
Collar? It was White Collar.
Sure.
And they would just be getting into their car, but then they would show all the car's features, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
what do you really? Is this a car commercial? And they're like, no, this is just an ad placement. Essentially, like they're showing one of their sponsors. I think it was like Hyundai or something like that. But that's how they kind of do it now. Whereas before, it was much more blatant. They'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
like,
Can you hand me that
"Thanks,
Coke?
Coca-Cola,"
Yeah.
like showing it to everything. But now I love when if they are trying to use a specific product, but they did not get permission to use it, so they have to like cover it up in some way.
Yeah.
Where
the
like
logo.
if they're using like a Sprite can, it has to they like will color out the P. It's just a Sprite.
Or it's just very obvious, like it's like the color stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, you could like take out the entire word of Sprite, but if you put the rest of the can on there, like it's a Sprite.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I like that though. I pick up on that every once in a while. Just very subtle advertisement placement.
Yeah, and like just to get away with it, if they did not get sponsored, just taking out one letter, and that's covered.
There's always a loophole.
Of course. But what I found interesting in this special was Snoopy's doghouse, which is historically and very famously it's a red doghouse, but in this special it's blue. That's like the only time that you see that it's blue.
Yeah.
Really. And I always loved Snoopy's voice too. He was voiced by Bill Mendelssohn in this.
Oh, Snoopy's the fucking best though.
He is. He used to. I think when they first showed any kind of Peanut stuff, he looked very different.
Oh yeah.
And then as it evolved, you got the traditional Snoopy. And in this as well, Lucy, who does like the psychiatrist is in or whatever, the first and only time that she calls Charlie Brown Charlie.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Lucy's a cunt.
Yeah. She
She's awful.
she's not she's not, yeah,
She's such a bitch. She's
especially to Charlie Brown.
yeah, right. Who's already like super depressed that he doesn't feel happy because it's Christmas.
Which I think is heartbreaking. He is a child and he's just like, I don't feel like how I'm supposed to, which I think especially this year
Yeah,
we can all kind of relate to. And I know sometimes, like, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that have issues during the holidays. Like, it's just like a rough time of year. Something upsetting had happened, like a death in the family or a traumatic event or something, like loss of something or someone around the holidays, and it makes it hard. And then you put COVID on top of that, and it's just like, wow.
yeah. No, I think it's been hard for everybody, and like you said, even like COVID aside, like I said, holidays for some people can just be hard,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I think like 'cause some of his lines of just like, "Hey, I don't feel the way that I'm supposed to feel," is kind of classic marketing of Christmas of like, yeah, it's supposed to be jolly time and you're supposed to be happy. It's like almost like forcing happiness on you. You know, like
Yeah.
so if you're not happy, there's automatically something wrong with you because it's Christmas and you're automatically, despite what's going on in life, supposed to be happy.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
No, it ain't. Because holy fuck. It's just like, I mean, they're the COVID Christmas, the COVID Thanksgiving, where like you're Zooming with family. Like, wait, you did that this year, right?
Yeah, I did that this year.
Um, and it was like, it's just, I like, we never actually had like big family gatherings or whatever during Christmas anyway. It was just like my parents, and that was pretty much it. So, like, but I know it's got to be hard for people that would normally travel during the holidays and like, uh,
Yeah, I mean, it felt weird. Like I think we always did have like a relatively large like Christmas gathering of some sort.
mhm,
It's definitely gotten smaller over the years, but it feels weird. It feels weird either like me not traveling or family not traveling up to see me. Like it was kind of odd, but
mhm.
like for me personally, last year was by far the worst holiday season I've ever had. So despite COVID and everything else that's happened this year, was I greatly enjoyed Christmas this year.
Mm.
Um, so, but like that's I feel like a one off. Like most people were just like, "This fucking sucks," and I was like, "This was great. I have full function of my arm, and our house isn't under construction. Not visiting people in and out of the hospital."
Yeah, yeah, that was, yeah.
So, but it still felt weird though. I mean, like I said, I did the Zoom thing with my mom, my sister, my cousin, and it kind of dawned on me too. I was like, why don't we do this more often, just in general? Like, just even without COVID, like there's going to be times where you can't see your loved ones during special occasions for whatever, it could be any reason. It happens. And like, we've always had this technology to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, why now? Like, why haven't we doing this the whole time? It's
I don't know.
silly.
I mean, it's been like it's been helpful because like I with my dad being in the hospital for so long and he did not have his phone or any way, and like you can't go to visit him because of COVID. So he was transferred to a different facility. We were finally able to get him his phone and we were able to like FaceTime him. And even that was just like, oh my god, it's like it's nice to finally see him
Yeah.
again. And it's like so bittersweet because you're like, holy shit, like I could finally see my dad. And at the same time, you're like, I just want to see you in frickin' person.
Yeah.
I just want to have you here. I mean, that's like a separate thing. Like if he were well and everything, that would be different. I could be like, I can just gonna go fucking see you right now.
Yeah.
But it is nice having that, like just even having any kind of option to see him, even if it's virtually, because there are circumstances where like you can't see them at all. And I never want to go back to that.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful.
We just got way off topic.
We did. So yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas. The even though they did use biblical quotes and whatever for the meaning of Christmas, boiled down, Makes sense though. Like, right? Being together, family,
it boiled down
love.
to
Okay, because
It
you were
boiled
looking
down.
at me like,
I was waiting for you to finish the. I don't know. It ties in, whatever. I guess. I feel like what it boils down to, whatever Christmas special typically boils down to, is just being grateful and appreciative of your loved ones, whether that be your family or chosen family. Just being grateful for that and just spending time together and eating food and just hanging out and just being grateful and appreciate the people that you have in your life. I think it's typically what it breaks down to, like not the gifts and all that.
yeah.
And for me, shiny lights. I don't whatever. I like the lights.
She just likes shiny things.
It's true.
She's very easily distracted. Just throw some glitter, and she's like, ooh.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's kind of like a pot kettle situation because I'm the same way. If I see something sparkly, I'm like, I have to. Ooh. Fucking, I don't know what my issue is.
So what's your favorite? Like, why do you love this special so much? What's your favorite thing about it?
I really love the music, and when they fucking show them all dancing, I love imitating the different dance moves, and it's just so funny. So like and it also reminds me of Buffy.
Yes, the Snoopy dance and
Yeah.
Xander like, no, it's really me. Look.
Yeah. So another reason, and it always relates back to Buffy, I guess, in some way. But that like Willow and Xander, they watch that every year, and Linus with his security blanket, I related to that hard because I had my Lovey for like many years.
Oh,
I miss my Lovey.
I had a pillow. I didn't have a blanket. I had a very, very ugly, like that 70s orange brown type colors that was like lace on top, I think. Yeah, I had a pillow. And then I was very upset when my mom finally got rid of it at a very appropriate age. I was still very upset.
Oh yeah. No, I had parts of my Lovey throughout college. It was like tiny little piece that like I had it like under my pillow.
Oh,
Um I feel a little embarrassed admitting it. Nah, no, I'm not embarrassed. I don't fucking care. Fuck you. It was my Lovey and I loved it.
I was like, look, there was that look in your face of like, I just said that out loud.
Yep. Like I wasn't sucking my thumb with it or whatever, but like it was just comforting. It was nice to be like, okay, this is like a reminder of when I was safe and secure.
Sorry, I had a stuffed, like a decent sized stuffed cow named Mr. Moo for a long time until Penny decided that it was now hers. But yeah, anytime I was sick or upset, I would sleep with Mr. Moo. I don't care. Whatever, judge me.
I don't feel like anyone can, really, because if you do, I guarantee there's either a Mr. Moo or a Lovey equivalent in your past. Guarantee it,
Oh yeah.
because most people I know had something.
So I don't know. That's always, I have like again, like Lucy was such a cunt. Gotta give up your blanket. Can't be in the play with your blanket. Memorize these lines. Meh.
Yeah, she's like, well, what are you gonna do when you get older? And he's like, I don't know, maybe I'll turn into a sport coat.
And that didn't Snoopy
Yes.
eventually have this blanket that looked like the sports coat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Snoopy's such a pimp.
He is. He and Woodstock,
Yeah.
they know how to do it.
Got the best dance moves. Just so chill.
Oh yeah. And then like, oh god, what was it? Pigpen. It was just like, just doing this weird fucking thing in the background. It just reminded me of there's a Stephen Lynch song called Peanuts. Oh, peanuts, crazy peanuts. And he goes through like all the different Peanuts characters.
That's
I
so cute.
Don't think he mentions Snoopy, but he mentions like Pigpen being like a filthy motherfucker. Just like you do wonder why like why are you so dirty, Pigpen?
I think it's one of those things, like, if you start looking into it, like, deeply, or, like, you were so neglected. What's going on at home?
Yeah.
You're not showered. I think they make mention of that, like, in the special of just, only you could, like, have a thing of dust bowls following you in, like, the snow.
Yep. Yeah. But then any kind of adult going wah wah wah
Wah,
wah.
wah. Oh my god, I use that so much growing up, especially, like, obviously, like, in school, of course. But yeah, just, my mom yelling at me of just like, how did you, like, you studied for this test? Like, you were in class, you didn't miss it. I'm like, listen, all I heard, wah, 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 much like what I'm hearing now. And then I was grounded for being sassy.
See, I didn't have the guts.
Oh, I had the guts. I
The
seriously
guts, the
don't know.
gall, everything.
My parents didn't fucking murder me when I was a teen. I really don't. Like, looking back at it, like, every once in a while I apologize. I'm like, I am sorry for being such a handful.
My mom was trying to tell me the other day that, like, because we were over for, I think, Christmas Eve, and my niece is going to be turning 3, and so she's a toddler, and she does toddler things, and she can be very loud and whatnot. And I was just like, I was never like that. She's like, you and Chip had your moments, and I'm like, what moments were they, Mother? Tell me, because I don't remember hearing about these. And she proceeded to tell me about, like, shit that my brother did, and I'm like, not hearing any stories about me. She's like,
Right.
actually, you were a pretty good kid. I'm like, I fucking know I was.
No, I was awful. I was an absolute brat. I will fully admit it. Still am.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I feel like I got worse with age. Like when I was younger, there's a reason my mother called me Angel Face. And then I came to be a little fucking devil child as I got older.
You were flip flopped. It's
Yes.
okay.
I had to act out at some point. It was in those rebellious teenage years, as they say. And then college. Mother, don't listen to this.
Just a lot of questions. She has so many questions right now.
Yes. I did she So your childhood. Let's get off me and go on you.
What about it?
Let's hear some of your rebellious stories while you were a brat.
We don't have the time.
One little tidbit. What's your favorite brat story?
So that I actually do remember as well. So my sister and I are 6 years apart. I am older. So
Today's her birthday, by the way.
yeah, I'm old as fuck.
Wish Jessica a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jess.
Thanks.
You're so old.
I know.
No, you're not.
Yes, but yes, we're 6 years apart. I'm older. And I think because we're 6 years apart, I had just started to like, no, it's just me now. And because I was incredibly spoiled, I was just like, no, it's me. This is what it is. And I remember my mom being pregnant, like, trying to show me the books of like, hey, this is like what the baby looks like right now, and here's the changes. And I was like, whatever, it's not happening. So my mom, has my sister. She's in the little incubator thing that they fucking put kids in. So I remember my dad taking me into the hospital and like took me to go like, hey, there's your sister. And I was like, I don't care. I want to see mom. Where's mom? Like, did not give two flying shits that I had a baby sister. I was like, nope, she ain't coming home. It's not ours. I just wanted to see my mom and that was it.
Oh.
And then I remember, like my family and stuff, I kind of decorated the house a little bit of like, welcome, next child, like welcome Jenny, whatever.
Yeah.
And all my friends down the street wanting to like go see the new baby. And I was so mad that she was getting all this attention, like so mad.
This fucking bad.
Yep. So it was probably the height of my brattiness of just so pissed that people wanted to see this child. Did not understand.
That's really funny, though. I feel like that's how my brother felt. Because he's 8 years older than I am.
Yeah. Probably.
He was convinced that he was the lonely only. He was going to be by himself forever. I came along and fucked that up.
Mm.
I was also, I was the miracle baby.
Yeah.
The one they didn't know they could have, but they tried. tried so hard for me. And they got me. So that's why I'm angel faced.
I mean, as the brattiest moment, I almost killed both my mom and I in utero.
That's where it all started.
Yep. They should have known right then. I was trying to kick my way out early. Just
Yeah, they would have been like, this is a sign. This is the devil child coming out.
all the signs were there. But I do remember, like, with growing up with my mom's parents, my granddad was like huge into Peanuts. So I loved reading the Peanuts comics. He had a whole like China set as he got older, full of just Peanuts memorabilia,
Oh,
all
wow.
kinds of stuff. Yeah, so I do remember like kind of growing up with the Peanuts, and I wasn't like really big into it, but I do
Mhm.
remember like the Christmas special. I think I don't think she still has it, but I think at one point my mom had like a replica of the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the little meow. And it's kind of like a running joke too. Like anytime we'd go pick out a Christmas tree because we get live ones, it's the argument of like, don't pick out a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah. And this it reminded me of this special, like, put an end to people getting aluminum Christmas trees.
Oh yeah.
I guess that was a thing.
That was a thing. My dad had a retro one. It was aluminum, just all silver, and you had to put just red bulbs on it. Couldn't be anything else, just red bulbs.
That's weird. I remember, like, we did have, like, this old, I don't know how much this tree cost, but it was a fake tree. So, like, it was each individual branch you had to put in,
Yeah.
and it was in this big metal pole. But the branches looked real, but they were like metal. And I don't know, like, you didn't come out unscathed when you were trying to put this thing
Right.
together, but it was easier. Yeah, I am a fake tree bitch. I don't get real trees. I don't like them. They shed too much for me. It's too much maintenance. I feel like you're just bringing in a dead carcass, and you're trying to like dress it up, make it look pretty, but it's not alive. It's sad.
I love my real Christmas trees, and I will never get a fake one. Will wanted to get a fake one, and I was like, get out of this house right now. It's blasphemy. We will never have a fake Christmas tree.
Yeah, we will
Ever.
always have a fake Christmas tree.
I like the way they smell. I like the way they look.
Fun fact: you can get these things called sensicles, and you can
It's not
make
the
your
fucking
fake
same.
tree.
It's not the goddamn same.
Yeah, it is.
I hate fake Christmas trees. I hate the way they look. I hate it.
Like seeing that, like what happened to Fran's Christmas tree, where it just literally
Oh, yeah.
disintegrated.
I mean, listen, there are some risks. There are some risks with real Christmas trees. I'm
I
not saying
feel
there
like
isn't.
the risks far outweigh the rewards.
Nope. I will never have a fake Christmas tree ever.
Maybe it's just because like I can't keep a lot of plant things alive in this house. Like as soon as they enter, they're doomed. So I need to have fake plants. So fake Christmas tree. I need fake succulents at this point. Like you would think a succulent I can keep alive, but I just fucking can't. I can't. I tried. I can't. Can't do it. Plus, the cat bitch, she'll fucking.
Oh, well, yeah. Penny like started to get a little bit interested in the tree this year, and I was like, no.
I've seen people try to like they'll hang their tree from the ceiling
What?
to try to get their cats away from it.
It's fucking dumb.
But then cats always find a way. It's kind of like in Jurassic Park, like life finds a way. Cats find a way.
Cats will find a way to fuck up your day.
They always do. I love them, but they always do. Like we have to have our kitchen cordoned off with these fucking makeshift cardboard barriers, so that
Your cat's particularly special, though.
she is special. Went to the fucking urgent care because of her special.
Yeah.
Watch out for cat bites, friends.
Very.
Deep punctures. They have tiny, sharp teeth, mouth full of bacteria.
Yep.
It gets in real deep.
Almost guaranteed to be infected.
That's what they said. Like literally every cat bite they've ever had, infected. So
Yep.
if you don't get it checked out soon and just get on a course of antibiotics, like septicemia could set in, all sorts of infections and all that kind of stuff. So just
No one or two people who ended up in the hospital with IV antibiotics for like a day with it. Yeah.
so nip that in the bud real quick.
So let's wrap this up because we are like so off topic.
We are. But anyway, so yes, Trial on Christmas. barely even half an hour long. Apparently, you can only stream it on Apple TV if you do not already own it on Blu-ray,
Yeah.
DVD, all that kind of stuff. But they did. I think they still show it on TV.
So I think that was the big like conundrum this year is that I
Oh, no,
don't
they
yeah, the Great
weren't.
Pumpkin and the Christmas special, they was only on streaming devices. They weren't gonna have it on your regular cable television, which I think
So I think because fucking COVID is ruining everything.
yeah,
Right?
I think
No?
it was that or maybe somebody else bought the rights to it, I think was the case. But I think one of them eventually did air this year, like on cable, because everyone was like, "You're ruining our holidays."
Yeah. I don't know, cause like it was originally aired for CBS,
Yeah.
so I don't know if CBS like why they wouldn't put it on there, cause CBS has their own fucking streaming service too.
Maybe that was it. Well, no, because it's on Apple TV. I don't fucking know what the issue is this year.
I
But
don't
this is the first year where neither The Great Pumpkin or Charlie Brown Christmas Tree, or Jesus Christ, Christmas, was aired on just your regular cable.
fucking dumb, man. So yeah, if you are still trying to get in your Christmas movies before December runs out, Apple TV if you don't already own it.
Yes.
But anyway, so the next series of movies that we're going to be doing, we're going to start 2021 off right with Robin Williams movies. His
Yes.
funny ones,
Yeah.
because he has more serious ones and more sad ones. But we're going to do like his funnier ones. And the next one we'll be talking about is The Birdcage, which is a personal favorite of both of ours.
Yes.
I watch it every couple of months. It's so good, start to finish, gold, literally every line. Perfect. So stay tuned for Robin Williams movies. All of our social medias will be linked in the description box down below. And if you like our vibe, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you in our next episode.
See you in the new year. Yeah, I said it. I said the corny line.
Oh, we'll see you next year. Bye, guys.
Bye.